Happy Wednesday. I am back. I did not film yesterday. I woke up in like the worst mood yesterday and just decided that it would probably be best if I did not film. I don't know. It was just one of those days. I think we all have those where really there is no reason for me to be feeling that way, but I was. So anyway, I'm back. You did not miss anything exciting. Besides, our garage door is broken. It only comes up about a foot. It was making a weird noise for about a week, and then all of a sudden the spring broke, and so it will only open about a foot. My husband called them yesterday, which, I mean, I was glad he called them, but I was kind of hoping that he could firm up a time that they were coming. So they're coming on Friday, because this is my last Friday off, and we wanted to make sure somebody, of course, was home. And with him going to work at 12, we didn't want to, you know, they could have asked him to come earlier, but we would rather have somebody there sooner than, you know, like if they could come in the morning, but it wouldn't be till next week, because like we go through the garage. Well, one thing, I need to paint, and I don't want to paint without the garage door open. So now that's going to push me back on my cabinets that I really wanted to get painted. But like I said, I don't want to do it with the door closed. It's 100 and something degrees outside right now, and it'll be super, super hot. So, yeah, so now my painting has been pushed aside, which is fine. I painted the trim in the laundry room, but I need to do the doors. So I could walk them around the house and do them outside in the driveway, but then I would have to take them back because it's hot right now. And there's a lot of like little flies and little bugs outside, and I don't want them to like get in my, you know, on my cabinets on my wet paint. So that's been pushed aside. So when he called them, he said, well, you know, he just asked when the soonest they could come. And they said, well, first they thought we had a car stuck in the garage, and so they were going to come right away. And then he said, oh, no, it doesn't have to be like right at this second. He's like, and they're like, oh, your car isn't in there? He's like, no. So, but that was nice to know that they would have like, you know, came as soon as possible if a car had been stuck in there. So they told him Friday, because he said I was off on Friday, and so I would be home. Well, yeah, but I do a lot of my stuff on Fridays, you know, I do my grocery shopping, I do grocery pickup, blah, blah, blah. And so I said, did they give you time? He said, no, he didn't. They're just supposed to call you. So it sounds like they're just going to like squeeze us in between appointments. That does not work for my type A, like OCD brain. Like, I don't like that, because now I cannot plan. So one of two things, I'm going to do one or two things. I may just plan my grocery pickups for super early while my husband's still home. And then that way, you know, if they do happen to come in the morning, then that's fine. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do if I can get my grocery order done enough to be able to have it for an early morning pickup. So I'm thinking like maybe around like 8:30, I'll pick up it around like 8:39, because then, like I said, he'll still be home and everything. So I think that'll be the plan. And then I can just wait till they come and fix everything, and then I can go out and do the rest of the things, like anything that they did not have, because there's always, you know, something that there's a substitutions or whatnot. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I think it'll work out okay. I just been used to doing like an afternoon pickup, so I have like, you know, time later in Thursday evening to be able to place the order. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. I just don't like not having a plan, y'all. Like, I like to be able to have a plan. Why does this seem like, I feel like this seems so like dark. I don't know what's going on with this, but anyway, yeah, it just bugs me that now I don't know, like I have to wait for them. I mean, I would rather have like, we'll be there between 8 and 12 or 12 to 4. I'd rather have that, because then I could, you know, I know, but now it's like I have zero clue when they're coming. So I have no idea. And it drives me crazy, but at least they're coming this week, so it'll be really nice to get that fixed, and then I can paint like Friday evening or something, and it just won't be completely like cured and everything on Saturday. So at least we may be able to get our laundry room completely together by Sunday. I need to still go through all the cabinets. I have to do laundry tonight, so I have to get that'll give me incentive to get my washer and dryer cleaned off, because right now I just have a ton of stuff I'm still kind of going through and organizing. I didn't do anything yesterday. Like I said, I was just in a bad mood yesterday, did not want to deal with anything or anyone, and just didn't want to do anything. So I didn't. But we all have days like that. We all need to take care of ourselves and listen to our bodies. That's for sure. It is time for me to go. Okay, I will have a chit chat with you at lunchtime. I have a video that I'm working on that I wanted to talk about and get any like things that you guys want me to expand on in the video. Any like, you know, those kind of things, because this video will be posted tomorrow and my plan is to film the video on Friday. That's the other thing. Like I can't even like plan my filming, like, which I try to do on Fridays. I can't even plan for that because I don't know when people are showing up. So anyway, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, I'll talk to you at lunchtime. For today's lunch, I have a cup of the cauliflower potato soup with a little bit of Velveeta shreds on top and some bacon bits, some cantaloupe, and then I have a half of a sandwich using 1 slice of this honey wheat berry bread, some of this buffalo style chicken breast, and then some spicy brown mustard, and that'll be my lunch today. Hey guys, it is lunchtime. I just showed you my lunch for today. That potato cauliflower soup, you have got to try that. It is so good, and I think it only comes to 1 point for the actual like soup itself. And then for the way I made it, I used skim milk in it, which I think the original recipe calls for like 1%, but honestly, like it is just fine. And I use plain non-fat Greek yogurt instead of sour cream, which also lowers the points. So highly recommend doing those couple changes. Anyway, so good. Top it a little bit of cheese and a little bit of bacon bits, some green onions. It is so good. And just having it like today and just like a half serving with that half a sandwich and the fruit, I cannot wait. Yesterday, like I said, I didn't film yesterday, as just a FYI. So I had one of those lasagna roll-ups. I just did one this time with a big salad and also some fruit. Perfect amount. I was nice and satisfied. So I think I definitely went overboard by saying I was gonna be eating 2 of them when I did my meal prep video. Also, I put it in my tracker wrong. I forgot that I halved the recipe, and when I wrote down, when I put it into the tracker, I was using the recipe itself instead of using the ingredients I wrote down. And I did not half the milk and the Parmesan cheese that I used, and so it was kind of off in points. So it ends up being 6 points for one roll up with the way I made it, and with that side salad, and it was just a perfect amount. It's so rich that it definitely really fills you up. So I recommend that recipe too. It's just been a great week of recipes. Tonight I plan on making the chicken cutlets, and I'm gonna use the air fryer. So I've had some people say that they've never done it that way before. So I'll be showing you how I'll throw that together. And I think I'm gonna pair that, I guess, with just a salad. I thought about doing, because the cutlets themselves won't be any points besides the panko and the breadcrumbs. So I don't know. I thought about pairing it maybe with some of that veggie pasta. I haven't tried that yet. And then just like a salad or something like that. I was gonna do baked potatoes, but I honestly like don't feel like potatoes. It's kind of funny. I was gonna say, I think it's because I've been eating that cauliflower potato soup. So I just like, baked potatoes just doesn't sound good. But that was the plan, was to do that. I don't know if I'm gonna get my chicken nuggets made this week. I was gonna make them tomorrow. However, I like to eat up my leftovers first. So I still probably have 1 full serving of the soup. And then I have some of the lasagna roll-ups, and I'll probably have some of the chicken cutlets. So I don't want to like I don't want to have things left over in there. And we do have a date night set up for Saturday. And so, yeah, I just don't think I will have, I don't think I have a reason to make them. So I'll probably roll that over to maybe next week. I don't know, we'll see. We'll just play it by ear. I had to take my nails off, by the way. You probably saw I had my nails on Monday. I put them on like Sunday night, and I took them off Monday night because when I painted, I got paint all over them. And what's funny is that after I took them off, and when I did some painting later on, I didn't get any paint on my regular nails. Like, it's like my other nails, there's like those nails got in the way or something. I don't know. I think while I'm doing work around the house, I'm doing that renovation, I think I'm just going to hold off on making my nails pretty. So anyway, I'm gonna finish all my renovation stuff. I wanted to chit chat though, real quick before I eat my lunch, about some changes I'm gonna be making, and I'm gonna do a whole video on it because, well, the video is not all my changes. That's gonna be incorporated in it, but the video is kind of, it's kind of something that it's not like something I just discovered because I already knew about it, but I was reading through some magazines. And I get magazines through Amazon Prime and Kindle Unlimited. And so I don't know which magazine it was because I get like Women's Health, I get Eating Well, which I keep thinking to myself it was in the Eating Well one. And I also get Prevention. And it was an article about weight loss after 40. And even though, like I said, I kind of knew some of this stuff, but reading it all in one place, like really put it in perspective of why so many of us struggle to lose weight over 40. And I'm not just talking about women, like they mentioned men in there as well. And just the kind of in the similar sense that women do, but men go through the same thing. And it was just kind of breaking down like why it's harder to lose weight after 40 and the things that you could do to help combat those individual things. So because, I mean, like I said, I think a lot of us know these things in the back of our head, but just having it all in one place, like I said, really put it in perspective for me and really made me think about things that I could be changing as a whole in my journey, and just different little things I can be adding to it. And especially with my diet and tweaking my diet. So I'm gonna do a whole video on that, on weight loss after 40. So anybody who, you know, I think a lot of my subscribers are over 40, or some of you are like approaching 40. And then there's some of you that are youngins and are nowhere near, but hey, this is something that I think, you know, eventually it'll be something that could help you. And so I figure as a whole, it's really a really good topic to talk about. So I'm gonna get that up on Saturday as my goal. My plan is to film it Friday at some point. Don't know with the cold garage door thing, which I need to give you. I was doing some thinking on that, so I need to kind of talk about that too in a second. Not that you care, but y'all are my friends, and I'm just having a conversation. Because when I talk about it with my husband, he's just like, you're really making more out of this than you need to, which I probably am, but I know you all will understand. Anyway, so one of the things I'm going to do is change my 0 point foods, because I'm gonna kind of change up how I'm doing my diet and things that I'm eating, and I'm gonna add more things to my diet and remove some things from my diet. Not as much removing as the adding on there, because there's really not a lot of things that I eat that I feel like I need to remove. So it's really more adding things to my diet. And one of the things I think I'm definitely want to add to my 0 point foods is oatmeal. And it's just because right now I have potatoes. So in my mind, oatmeal, potatoes, and rice kind of all go like, I want to have one of them as my 0 point food, because I want to keep eggs. Avocados are very important to me because they're a healthy fat. Eggs, I eat a lot of eggs. And then the lean proteins like the chicken and stuff, I really want to do the chicken. And so those are big things for me. But I really, when I struggled, when I did the little quiz, was like, do I pick oatmeal, rice, or potatoes? And in my, like the logic in my brain, this is kind of how I chose what I chose. So oatmeal to me has always been kind of like, I always thought of myself oatmeal as like a fall and winter food, but I've been like craving it and I've been really wanting it. And I, you know, and like I said, with this new like things I want to add to my diet, one of them is like oatmeal, because it's like the whole grains and all that. So I think I'm gonna switch it up, because with rice, the reason why I didn't choose rice is because I like cauliflower rice and I can use it pretty much interchangeably with anything. As you guys know, I do use a lot of cauliflower rice, or I do like a half portion of cauliflower rice and half portion of regular rice, mix them together, and to me it's the same, but you're not getting as many points, you know, or calories with that regular rice. You're mixing it with the cauliflower rice to kind of bulk it up. And so to me, that was interchangeable. And then with potatoes though, like I could really use potatoes in any meal. I could have it like with my breakfast as like diced potatoes, hash browns, whatever you want to make the potatoes out of. for lunches and dinners. So like the soup I made, it was, you know, potatoes in there and the cauliflower. So it really was pretty much a 0-point soup. And then for dinner, you can make mashed potatoes, again, baked potatoes, whatever you want. And then sweet potatoes and all of that. So really for me, it was the struggle between the potatoes and the oatmeal. But I have found myself really not eating potatoes all that often, if you've noticed. Like, I just really do not eat them that often. I put them in my burritos this week and I did the potato soup. But other than that, like, I have not really been eating that often, so I don't think I will miss it. Like, and if I do have it, I just count the points for it. So it's not a big deal. So that's one thing I'm gonna change. I'm gonna take that little quiz over again and just do the new assessment and see where it comes up. So that's my plan. I'm gonna do that. What I love, and you know, I am always been against the, you know, how people say, don't say you're gonna start on Monday, or don't say you're gonna start on the 1st of the month. You know, you need to start now. And you guys know, I've never been like on that like mantra really. It's like, if it makes you feel successful and feel motivated to start on a Monday, to start something new, or if you've been off the wagon for a while, a couple weeks or something, and in your mind, it makes sense for you to start on a Monday or start on the 1st of the month. If that's what motivates you, then do it. Don't listen to those things. You see all these memes and these quotes and everything saying, do it now, don't wait. If it motivates you to wait, then wait. Like, do what motivates you. For me, I am very motivated by Mondays and by the beginning of the week and the beginning of the month. And August 1st is a Monday, and that motivates the heck out of me. Knowing that it's not only the 1st of the month, but it's also the 1st of the week. And I don't know, for me, it has really lit a fire under me. And especially since I've read this article and I'm really excited about these changes I want to add. And I am getting my butt organized this week and this weekend, and we are gonna start something new. So I'm gonna share all that in Saturday's video. I have a calendar that I'm creating. And like I said, it motivates me. And my August is insane with work. I've mentioned it over and over again. And so it is super busy. So I really need to make myself a schedule. That's why I'm creating the calendar, because I'm not gonna have the normal like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at work, Thursday and Friday at home. I'm not gonna be in the office very much the last couple of weeks of August. I have a lot of running around to do the 2nd week of August. We have something the 3rd week of August. So I need my calendar to know when and what time I have to do certain things, do certain meals, because there may be a couple days I may be home late. And so I need those to be like easy days. So I'm really being conscientious of that, so I don't, you know, so I can use that as motivation. Like, I have this ready. I have my workouts ready. I know what I'm going to be doing. I have a playlist for them if I found them on YouTube. I'm going to organize my room to where I have my dumbbells, like I have like 3 different sizes. I have a 1 pound, 3 pound, and 5 pound, depending on what I'm doing. I have my medicine ball. I have my bands. So I'm gonna like get a basket and I'm gonna put everything right here where I can get to them, right next to my exercise bike. I'm kind of arranging my desk where I have a place to put my laptop if I need to do a video. So I'm doing all that this weekend, and it's gonna be ready for Monday. But like I said, if that's what motivates you, if it motivates you to do it right away and you feel like you need to do that, that's fine. I'm just saying, don't wait, don't do it right away just because you feel like, because of those things that you read and what people say. I just feel like you need to do what motivates you. So anyway, so stay tuned for that video on Saturday. I really want to make it very concise, not like these rambly things that you see on my daily vlogs. It's gonna be very concise, very informative. And then I'm just gonna kind of talk about the changes I'm making in my diet and with my, you know, physical routine and all that stuff that I'm hoping will make a difference, because I'm using this information that I'm studying. So I didn't only just go by that one article. That just really motivated me to look for other resources. So I just took that idea, and I'm not even kidding, I have like 10 tabs open on my browser, which my husband always he's like, how can you live that way? I'm like, it's just there. But anyway, so I have a lot of stuff that I'm pulling from different sources. I'm just double checking them to each other. It's like, okay, this seems very credible because it's mentioned in all of them. It's backed by science, you know, those kind of things. So I'm going to share all those with you. and then kind of talk about going forward. This is my plan on what I plan on doing. And then as every week that life is crazy, I'm gonna kind of tell you the things that I'm gonna do to try to make life less crazy and, you know, and all of that. So things that snacks that I'm gonna pack with me, and just how I'm gonna kind of combat that, you know, instead of like just grabbing, you know, grab stuff to go and all that, you know, what I plan on doing instead of that. I don't get as much filming done in August as I like, because it is so crazy like this every year. So there's gonna be a lot of weeks I won't have daily vlogs. What I may end up doing is doing like weekly vlogs, and then just doing snippets here and there where I can on those busy weeks. But anywho, so stay tuned for that on Saturday. Now, my garage door grocery shopping debacle. So I said this morning that my plan was I was gonna do like an early morning grocery shop and just do a pickup, and then that way before my husband went to work. However, I had no way to get my groceries into the house unless I walked them around the house to the front door, because the garage and where we park is in the back door, and then we just come in through, you know, the back door, through the garage and into the, you know, laundry room and into the kitchen. Now, I could have everybody jockey their cars in the front. Like, we do have a couple spaces in the front where my husband and my stepson park. But then also though, like the way that our front is, like there's like a rock wall, and then there's a big wide like stairs that go up, but it's not really like, it would not be that easy to like unload into the house as it is like through the garage. So I don't know, now I'm just so like not sure. So I'm gonna talk it over with my husband today and just see, you know, maybe if I can just have him park in the back when he comes home on Thursday, and then Friday, then that way Friday I can just pull in and we can just go up the stairs. I don't know. I'm hoping that those people call me, because they're supposed to call me. So I'm kind of hoping that they call me possibly like Thursday, and I have an idea, you know, to make the appointment. I'm thinking that they probably will. Like, I don't know. I just don't, unless they really are just squeezing us in and they're just literally gonna pop in and call and say, oh, we're gonna be there in 20 minutes. That's just my luck, is probably what'll happen. So I don't know. Worst case scenario, I just shop in store, which isn't that bad. I just, you know, it's just quicker and I get a lot more done, because I just try to get a lot of my stuff done on Fridays, and I just spend less money when I do grocery pickup, and it's just a lot quicker and I don't have to deal with people. So anywho, we'll see how it goes. I will be sure to update you, you know, for all of you who are going to be wondering. Anyway, I've kind of made up for not having no video yesterday, because this is a really long little lunchtime talk. Now I'm gonna eat my lunch, and I will talk with you guys later. I'm gonna bring some veggies with some Bolthouse Ranch to have for a snack the rest of the day. Getting ready to make chicken cutlets. I have 3 pieces of chicken breast that I pounded thin. I have it seasoned with a salt, pepper, garlic. I always season every layer when I do any kind of breading. So we're gonna dip it in this. We'll go into the flour. So I have a 1/4 cup of flour here. Then we will dip in the egg. And then I have a 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs. All of them are seasoned with the salt, pepper, garlic. If you don't have the seasoning blend, just use some salt, pepper, garlic on each of your layers. Believe me, you won't be sorry, because when you put it in this, you're gonna shake it off. So some of that seasoning is gonna fall off. Same thing with here and same thing with here. Once we have that done, stick it in the air fryer at 390. We'll cook it for 5 minutes on one side, flip it over, cook it for about another 5 minutes. It really depends on your thickness of your chicken. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Oh, and you will spray it with cooking spray. Really important when you do this kind of dredging that you shake it off really well, because this is what's gonna happen. If you don't shake it off very well and you have any clumps of flour, when you put it into your egg, the egg is just gonna stick to the clumps, and then it's just that breading's gonna fall off. So it's really important you shake it off as good as you can, and then you just dip it in your flour. And then when you dip it in your panko, again, shake this off, because if there's any excess egg, the flour's just gonna fall, or the breading's just gonna fall off. Then in this, you press it. And then once you flip it over, you press that into your chicken, and your breading will stay on. Guaranteed. I do that with everything that I bread, never have an issue. My pieces of chicken are done. You hear that crispiness? Just put some sweet potato fries in there, and I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up.